Hello everyone, it's Michelle Lupton here, and today I've got a slightly different video. This card I actually made for the Craft Roulette challenge. Now if you've never seen the Craft Roulette challenge, it is run by a lady called Mary Gunn Fun. It's all about fun, and she has a YouTube channel and a website. And the challenge runs every single week. It's on a Friday night US time, which is Saturday morning my time. And the idea is that you make a card based on parameters set by a roulette wheel. And there are 4 parameters. So for today's card, the parameters I'm working with are smaller and larger. So something had to be, some kind of element on the card had to be like smaller and larger, and we'll come to that later on. It's the very last thing I add. The colours that I had to work with were blue, yellow, pink and red, and you can see right now I'm actually making a rainbow using Salty Ocean, Squeezed Lemonade and Abandoned Coral, so the blue, yellow and red. I'll add the pink a bit later on. I also had to include the 2 parameters of stars and stripes. Now, when I first heard these parameters, I was thinking, oh, stars and stripes, I'm not going to be making a card with the American flag on it because I don't have anything that could do that. But, of course, you don't have to do that. You just have to think carefully about what the parameters are, and, yeah, you can make it any way you like, really. And it is a live video, the Craft Roulette on the YouTube channel, and people in the comments are really helpful coming up with ideas of how you could actually interpret those parameters. And every week there are prizes to be won. You can make your own card and join in with the fun and upload it to either their Facebook page or their website. And yeah, it's just a whole lot of fun. So what I'm using today, I started off with 2 stencils. They're both mixable stencils from My Favourite Things. I started with the Mini Cloud Edges stencil. And right now I'm using the Sunrise Radiating Rays stencil. And I'm just using this as my stripes element. Now, I've also got stripes because I masked the left-hand side and the right-hand side of my card, but I'm adding these sun rays as a stripes element as well. Now, I originally thought I would make this into a baby card and use that stalk image from this Lawn Fawn set, but I actually changed my mind and I pulled out this set from Mama Elephant. This is called Fly With Me, and this cute little elephant holding on to its balloon. I use it a lot for baby cards and for kids' birthday cards as well. Now, this card that I'm making today could probably fit into either of those categories because the sentiment that I'm going to be using a bit later on, Oh Happy Day, could be used for a baby card, could be used for a birthday card, could just be used for a general, hey, how you going card, really. All right, so I've stamped that little elephant and now I'm using my Copic markers to colour him in. I'm using the warm greys and I've got 3 different palish warm greys here. And I'm also going to be colouring in the balloon with very pale red, so in other words, the pink. And I also put some pink in his ear as well because I think that looks cute. One thing I didn't do, I usually, when I have cute little critters like this, I usually give them pink cheeks, but I didn't this time. I don't know why. Anyway, so I'm just, there you go, there's the pink in the ear. And then I'm going to be using the palest of pale R-coloured Copics to do this balloon. Now, because I know people are going to ask, what am I wearing today? Because you can see weird looking things on my wrists. It's cold today where I live. Of course, I live in Australia and we actually had frost this morning. It was quite cold. So I'm wearing my hoodie. If you're not familiar with hoodies, it's basically a wearable blanket. And this particular hoodie has very cute little penguins on it, so you might catch a little glimpse of the penguins on my sleeves as I move my hands around. Anyway, so I've finished colouring in my little elephant and I'm just fussy cutting him out. I'm leaving a little border around the edge, one because I think it's slightly easier to fussy cut like that, but yeah, I like the look of having just a little bit of a white border around the stamped image. Usually if I do decide to cut right on the very edge of an image, right where the black line is from the stamped image, I will also go around the cut image on the edge of the cardstock with a black marker, just so that you can't see the edge as clearly. But I won't need that for this because I left a border. All right, so I'll just get rid of all of my little offcuts here and put him basically at the focus of those rays. So here I am, I'm using the sentiment from the same Mama Elephant stamp set, and I'm just going to stamp that in Hero Art's Intens-ified black ink, which is the same black ink that I used for the elephant image as well. So placing it in my mini MISTI, and just allows you to stamp multiple times to get a really nice image there. Okay, so I'm actually just cleaning it very, very quickly with my baby wipe, and then I'm going to grab my little elephant and add some foam adhesive to the back of it. Adding plenty of foam adhesive to the back. Generally, if I have images that I've die cut like this, if I have the matching dies, which I don't for this one, I might just cut like 3 or 4 layers and stack them up to give a bit of dimension. But because I fussy cut this image, you can't really do that as easily. So I'm just using some foam adhesive. And I'm sticking him there so it looks like he's looking down at that sentiment. Now, the only things that I'm missing from the parameters right now are, well, actually 2 of the parameters I'm missing. I'm missing the smaller, larger, and I'm missing the stars. So in the Lawn Fawn set that I originally had been planning on using and then changed my mind, there are 2 little stars and they're different sizes. So I have smaller and larger stars. So I'm just stamping these instead of adding some sequins. So I quite often would add a sequin or a little embellishment to a card like this, but I just decided to stamp these little stars instead of adding the embellishment. And that's my card for today. So I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I hope you join in with Craft Roulette in future weeks. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.